What better way to start your Tuesday than with Smell the Coffee and, of course, choosing yourself and choosing your favorite presenters to keep you company this chilly morning. You are joined by Diana Master and Aina Riza Quayo. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. You're feeling like a celebrity this morning when you walked in?
Not feeling like
You
I am a
yes,
celebrity.
love it, love
Do you
it,
know
love
how
it.
celebrated I am?
Yes.
Like in real life, not on social media. Like I have impact in real life.
Yes, love it. Love it. You are the girl that you think you are. Love it. No, I feel you.
Yeah, so I was just being myself this
It's
morning.
just like, hi. Hi. Hi.
I'm
I'm gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna start using that. Yeah, like everywhere I go, because I already call myself a national treasure. Actually, I don't call myself a national treasure. I am a national treasure.
You see what I mean?
Like,
Bonang
guys,
taught us well. She said, dress for where you are
going. Not where you are, where
Mm.
you are going. It doesn't matter if you don't have 3 million in your bank account.
Yeah.
Dress like you have that 3 million in your bank account.
You know-
Don't spend like you have 3 million, but just dress like you
You know,
have 3
this
million.
morning I learned something very profound. A friend of mine said to me, you would be shown grace to the extent that you show other people grace.
Oh,
But he
true.
said it in a way that God will show you kindness to the extent that you show
kindness.
kindness to other people.
Oh,
And I was
that's
just like,
beautiful.
wow, it's true. Sometimes we judge people, and then later on, when we are in the same situations, and then people judge us, we are like, oh no, they are too harsh. But we forget maybe, perhaps that's the measure that we judged other people with. So it's just something good to be cognizant of.
I think people also forget that what goes around comes around is not just for the bad stuff. It's also for the good stuff. Even karma, like people think, oh, karma is just, bad. But there is good karma.
Okay.
So people need to start understanding that when people say what goes around comes around, it's not just the bad things. If you do something good, it will come back around.
Yeah.
Sometimes even tenfold. You'll be there like, no, but what did I do to deserve this? But you forgot that one time there was that person on the street who desperately needed a $10 and you just gave it to them. Like you didn't read too much into it.
Yeah.
But because that person was so grateful because of what you did for them,
They blessed
they
you.
blessed you and you don't even know. So it's one of those things where it's like, don't just think karma is for the bad stuff, even the good stuff. Whatever you do comes back to you, whether good, whether bad. So just be a good person, just be a nice
quick
person.
question. Do you give money to people on the streets, like beggars, when they ask you for money? Do you give?
To be honest, I want to say it depends because there are some that you can say, I don't want to judge, but I'm human, so it's only inevitable. It's inevitable that I judge. So like you find some of those that almost look like they're high or they're drunk. I don't give those.
Okay.
But most of the time, especially like the older people, and then also just the moms with the babies, my heart cannot handle that. So I'm just
Do
like,
you feel
what?
the baby is sometimes there for...
It's a ploy, yeah,
Yeah?
definitely. But then
Okay.
I'm just like, I'm at that point now where I'm like, you know what, God, it doesn't matter. I'm not the one to decide. So it's fine. If they're going to use that money to get high or to drink, that's on them. I've done my part.
Yeah.
I've done my part. It's not my job to go and see, oh, but did you actually
To
use
buy
that
the
money?
bread,
No.
It's
No,
not
no,
your
no.
responsibility,
But now,
actually.
instead of giving money, most of the time, especially the moms with the babies, I give clothes.
No, but how do you go back home and
Yeah.
then come back to town to come
Yeah.
and drop the clothes?
Yeah.
You are serious about
No,
social
because the thing is,
responsibility.
no, it's not even just that. Most of the time, I realized on Sunday when I was cleaning out my house, like I just have a lot
Lot
of
of
clothes,
things,
a lot of
yeah.
things that I don't even wear, shoes, whatnot. So I'm like, instead of just keeping and hoarding these things, why not give people that actually need them? So especially like baby clothes, because guys, it's winter, it's cold,
It's
hey?
cold, yeah.
So if I have extra clothes or like clothes that my daughter doesn't fit anymore, why not just give them away?
I'm always, skeptical, especially when it comes to giving money, because truth be told, we live in Africa or the world rather, where witchcraft is rife. So like, and they say that when you give somebody cash, your money can be used for a lot of things. That's why
I didn't know
sometimes
that.
no, you didn't know that.
Wow.
No, when you give your money, that's why even with family members, if somebody's friends, relatives, and not to scare anyone, it's always advisable that you give money through the bank, because sometimes when you give your cash, people take this money to the witch doctors. That's why sometimes you see you are working, you earn maybe 50,000, but month end your money is just distracted, it just disappears, it just goes out. Because sometimes people take your cash wherever to go perform this ritual so that you don't prosper. And now you're wondering,
what happened? Why
do I earn 70,000 but I'm broke all the time? I never have money. It's true. We live in Africa. These things happen.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is, if you want to give clothes. Can we give clothes?
You can. I mean, people can also take your clothes.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I'm saying
I think
now.
just pray. Just pray. Not everyone is evil. Just pray. Just pray. I think that's what I would say.
Okay.
But anything can happen. Just always be cognizant, especially if it's people that you don't know, or even people you know.
Especially people you know.
You don't know people's hearts.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's very true.
And to even prove these things that I'm saying true, just go to church or just listen to testimonies.
You'll hear all these
things.
Jeez,
so
terrifying.
like, I don't give cash. I'll never give you cash. Like, sometimes maybe it's also good if you have discernment. Use your discernment.
Yeah. I think pray for discernment.
Sometimes I'll give you cash, but most of the time I'd rather do a bank transfer. Like, can I e-wallet you?
I see.
That way you don't have anything on me, because I didn't give you the cash. There is no that transfer.
So not the cash that I gave you yesterday, Shomi.
You didn't give me cash yesterday.
I gave you cash yesterday.
You gave it to the man that you bought me money.
I gave you the cash and then you gave the man. There's like 3 witnesses.
Okay, so I don't have your cash, I don't have your money, so you can't say I did something to you because you saw me giving it away.
But anyway, we will be talking about this all day. For now, we'll take a quick ad break and get into our top stories when we come back.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back, and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican street sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
It wouldn't be Smell the Coffee if we don't bring you some bizarre news. A man tries to smuggle 100 snakes in his trousers, and of course it goes as you'd expect. A man has been caught trying to smuggle more than 100 live snakes through an airport into China. The passenger, who hasn't been named by authorities, wasn't happy to see airport security when they stopped him trying to leave Hong Kong and enter the border city of Shenzhen on Tuesday. He was trying to walk through the nothing to declare gate when he was stopped. China Customs say they found several bags hidden in the pockets of his trousers sealed with tape containing 104 snakes. The snakes were a variety of species, including milk snakes and corn snakes, and many of them were non-native. A statement from China Customs said, upon inspection, customs officers discovered that the pockets of the trousers the passenger was wearing were packed with 6 canvas drawstring bags and sealed with tape. The snakes were a variety of species. A statement from the China Customs said,
What is the person doing with the snakes?
just, I don't know, I
Like,
guess to
why do
breed.
you have
Like, why do
so
you
many
have
snakes?
104 snakes?
For what?
Why? Why? Apparently, it's very common in China, like for people to try and sneak in livestock. And yeah,
What?
reptiles, I guess. I don't know why. Why do you have 104 snakes? How? And I have so many questions. Like, how did he manage to go through the first time? You understand? Like, to even board the plane.
Yeah.
Because you have to go through that X-ray thing that checks you. So
Yes,
how did
yes,
they not
yes.
pick up the snakes that side? Unless he paid off someone. I cannot make sense of the story at
Was
all.
he at the airport?
Yeah, he was at the airport.
Not the border.
Not
Maybe
the border.
he was at the border.
At
At the
the
border
airport.
is very
It's no,
relaxed.
the border is very easy.
The border is very relaxed. It's very easy for you to go in with anything.
Yeah, you can just walk through.
Yeah.
But 104 snakes, I think he was going to sell them probably.
Maybe it's like in demand
Yeah.
for some things.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, China is that country where they are all about traditional medicine. So I'm pretty sure most of these snakes probably have, like, their venom has healing properties or something like that. I don't know.
People are courageous, hey?
Yo,
Very brave.
I see a lizard and I want to die. I'm like, yo, now 104 snakes in my pants.
Yeah, but how big is your pen?
And also, like, imagine these snakes are alive and they're moving.
Imagine.
How do you manage to just keep calm? You're just like, hi, morning. And the snakes are just...
You probably practiced over time.
Guys, no.
Probably over time, you rehearse. And
Every day for 2 hours you
yeah,
practice.
So now you are used to the movement, So, yeah, I guess it is what it is. Now we move over to our next story. Chris. Oh,
Chris
Brown.
Breezy.
Our boy is being sued for $50 million stemming from an incident that took place backstage at one of his concerts last Friday. Larry Parker, Joseph Louis, Charles Bush, and Marcus Powell filed a suit at Harris County, Texas, against Brown, as well as his tour promoter Live Nation, Cinco Siege, Hood Boss, and Yella Busy. In addition to the payment, the 4 plaintiffs are asking for a temporary restraining order against all the defendants, according to the complaint, which was first reported by TMZ and obtained by Variety. Brown and his crew severely beat the plaintiffs following the singer's performance as part of his tour at the Dickies Arena in Worth, Texas this past Friday. The 4 men were invited backstage after the set to meet Chris Brown, who showed up 30 minutes later than anticipated. Before leaving, Bush approached Brown to congratulate him on the show, prompting a member of Brown's entourage to remind Brown that the two previously had issues. Brown allegedly said, "Oh yeah, we did have issues. What's up? I don't forget stuff." The suit states that Brown and 7 to 10 members of his entourage then proceeded to assaulting Bush and punch him on the chest, and claims that Hood Boss picked up a chair and threw it at Bush's head. The suit goes on to claim that Brown and his crew turned their attention to Parker, who tried to escape down the staircase that led to a locked door. Upon instruction from Brown, Parker was allegedly punched in the face and chest and kicked in the head over 10 minutes. The suit also states that Powell was punched in the shoulder while Louis was hit in the shoulder and chest. All plaintiffs were injured and are currently undergoing medical treatment. Now, when Variety contacted, Brown and BZ and the Live Nation, no one commented.
Oh,
But
Chris
also
Brown.
But also Bush and Co. Why do you go to Brown's concert
Know
if you
your
had
beef.
beef?
Like, at this point, you're just asking for it.
But people are forgiving. Maybe he probably thought, no, Chris is my homeboy.
No.
We come from the same
No.
hood. Yes, we did have beef, but Chris is now a celebrity. I can just go show some love. Like, I think people outgrow stuff, man, and it's good to outgrow
Unless
stuff.
you're Diana.
Like, I can't hate you
And in
forever.
this case, Chris.
I
We
can't hate you
don't
forever.
let go of grudges easily.
I know.
I'll be there 90 years old. I'll be like, remember. that
Chris
one
said,
day."
I don't forget
I
stuff.
don't forget stuff.
But that's so
But also,
vile.
why do you just proceed to hit the people?
Bruh.
Like just say, listen.
These people came to just congratulate you. Why are you so violent? It's so funny. I say, Diana, congratulations, and you slap
Next
me.
thing, pa,
Wow,
I don't forget
what?
Aina.
What's happening?
What's happening? But honestly, why is Chris Brown this way? Do you know
Which
it took
anger
so
do you
much?
guys have?
It took so much for him to recover from that Rihanna incident.
Mm.
And then now this. Like you've just started, like you've just gotten back on your feet. Because remember, people had sort of like
Cancelled him.
cancelled him and written him off.
Yeah.
And now recently he's starting to come back and then he does this. It's like, my
No,
guy.
Chris, you're not giving.
Like,
You're not giving.
please, why would you do that?
It's like...
I
It's
just
good
don't
to
understand.
forgive, guys. It's good to forgive. Don't hold on to petty stuff. Especially,
Yo, I wonder what the beef was.
yeah, like
that
even
you just
after
start
years.
punching and throwing chairs.
After years.
After years, it must have been you stole my curl or something because
Also, this Brown's entourage, I don't know, they are not make sure.
no.
Why
that-
must you
no.
remind Chris of something that happened back in the
Like,
day?
yo, isn't that guy?
Yeah, it's him, Chomi.
You're
It's
right.
him.
That is him. But that's the thing, is my entourage. I'm paying you to just go with whatever I do, you know? Because now, had he discovered later on, he'd be like, but you guys knew.
You are not loyal.
You're not loyal. You're
Yeah.
not loyal. He has a whole song called Loyal. So he'd be
No,
like,
but
you're not
also
loyal.
you as someone's friend, I would assume his entourage are his friends.
No.
Like, why do you not look out for your friend and
Most
let
of
them do
these-
the right thing?
Most of these
Because now you are
entourages...
being sued for 50
For
million.
50 million.
All
But most of these
5 of you.
entourages are not friends. They are not your friends. They are friends that you pay for. You understand? So if I say jump, you're asking how high are we jumping, Diana? So as much as it may look like, yeah, we are friends, but like these are people that if you were to get arrested today, no, tomorrow they'd be like, dead, bro.
Yeah, if
they'd
you-
find another.
If you are to get cancelled today, they'll find another.
They'll find another
entourage
exactly
to move with.
So it's one of those things where you just, again, you have to be careful of people you hang around with, your crew or your friends. Most of these people aren't your friends.
Yeah, no, clearly, Chris, you don't have any friends. I'm sure you also don't have an entourage because if most of you... What's funny is that I think he would be the one to pay for this 50,000.
Of course,
or
he'll
for
be
50
the only
million.
one that can pay that 50
Because
million. but
I'm
hey,
pretty sure the entourage cannot afford.
Of course, of
the
course
entourage lives off him.
off of him.
Oh.
But hey, we would be talking about this. We will go on forever and ever. But for now, we get into our interview segment right after this. Now, MyZone, among the most dynamic youth brands in the country, will be publishing the Junior Focus magazine. And here to tell us what to expect is Zoe Carsten. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and discuss more about our Junior Focus magazine. It's coming out. I'm very excited.
All right, we're excited to hear more about it. So do tell us about the Junior Focus magazine. Who's the target audience and how do you hope for it to add value to them?
Well, for 2024, we decided, me and my co-coordinator, Nankali, we decided on the theme fostering culture within early childhood development. So we wanted to highlight Namibia's cultures and bring more light to those cultures that are not really talked about much, because sometimes you do not find enough reading material about it. And for those children who may feel they don't know more, they want to know more, this is the perfect edition for their parents as well. And for other kids that want to learn more about their friends' cultures. And I feel it just creates more of a respect amongst the youth and also parents to better understand other people.
That's definitely true. I mean, kids are naturally curious, especially when it comes to the different cultures, because why are they wearing that but I'm not, you know, things like that. So it's great that now they get to learn a little more about their own cultures and a little more about other cultures. So what content I mean, you briefly just told us about the content that you would be covering, but why is this essential?
We wanted to not focus on a specific culture, and we wanted to broaden it so that it can reach more people. And the different topics that are in this year's edition is the importance of mother tongue development in a child and why it is important to be proud of your cultural attire, because some people don't understand why their ancestors and their grandmothers wear these types of dresses. And now this just sums it up in a nice way so that they can also understand where the significance comes from. And many other topics explaining the beauty of Namibia's diversity and highlighting why we are such a beautiful country.
I'm actually looking forward to this edition so that I learn a little more about the cultures myself, because again, most of these things, we see them because we grew up seeing them, but we don't know why. We don't know the beautiful stories or sometimes even the painful stories attached to the traditions. So where can we find the Junior Focus magazine?
Well, the magazine is coming out on the 23rd of July. It will also be a tabloid in the newspapers, so it will be available for everyone to finally read, and me and the team are very proud to be able to release it and give others the opportunity to
learn more.
Yes.
All right, so take us through the behind the scenes of bringing out this publication. What were some moments that stood out to you?
Well, in the beginning of the year, we talked to the previous coordinator of the magazine. She gave us some tips and tricks, and then me and Nankali sat down and we decided on the theme. And that's when we started brainstorming ideas, and our editorial team, we gave certain topics. And then on Independence Day, we went to the different primary schools and high schools to capture pictures of the kids in their traditional attire.
Oh, nice.
And it was so beautiful to see that these primary school learners are proudly wearing their attire, and those that didn't have cultural attire, they wore the Namibian flag.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And even if they don't have something traditional, they are still proud Namibians. And it was just lovely to see that the kids were interacting with each other and asking, "Ooh, but yours is so pretty and yours is like this." And then we decided, like, this is very important to us.
Yes.
We really want to bring attention to these children being so proud of their culture. And it was just a lovely experience.
I totally agree with what you're saying, because I have seen it also firsthand through my daughter. Every time that it's Independence Day, they have to come in their traditional attire and also bring traditional food so that the kids can try out the different cuisines from the different cultures. And I think that is just beautiful to instill in them at a very young age. So Milestone brings out various publications each year. What drives you to ensure that each edition is better than the last?
Well, we look at the previous editions and then we see where can we improve. Improve with the publication. And each year is different. Like last year's publication had parenting in the digital age. Most of the articles were about AI, and last year that was very relevant.
Yes.
But we wanted to take it back.
Bring it back home.
And that's what it's all about. You don't want to repeat content, so we did thorough research into ensuring that it's different and new and something exciting.
Oh, that's beautiful. So now, what can we expect in terms of new projects from MyZone?
Well, at the end of August, the Career Focus magazine is coming out. Patricia Kutsia is the coordinator, and we are working hard on that as well. So it's almost starting to wrap up. We are sending in the last content to be subbed. So the Career Focus magazine is also coming out later this year.
Well, we are definitely excited. Do keep an eye out. I mean, follow MyZone on all their social media pages, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook?
Facebook as well.
Facebook as well. I mean, you get to learn a little more and a whole lot more about what they have in store and maybe how you can also participate. But on that note, that brings us to the end of this interview, but not to the end of Smell the Coffee. We'll be right back right after this. Well, that's all for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. We do hope you enjoyed it. If you come across some bizarre stories or some bizarre news, we actually would love to hear them. You can just send them to our social media pages.